Coach Wheeler, can you give us a few tips on how to overcome sudden attacks of feeling sad?
How to overcome sudden attacks of feeling sad? Well, that's a good one. It's tricky, I think, with sadness because mostly sadness comes from the opposing feelings of feeling happy. There was a time when you were happy and then something happened to make you feel sad. So it could be a relationship that ended, someone close to you passed away, you might have lost a pet, your favourite dog, you had a dog for years and it died and something sad like that happened. Could be a relationship that ended. It could even be something like a moment in time when you were at school, there was you were at a gym or a club or a boxing club that you loved doing and then you couldn't do it anymore. So normally it's when a feeling of happiness or something that made you feel really happy ends and then you're left with this sudden attack, and normally it will reflect to a memory, a trigger, something that you thought about for those times of happiness and that it's no longer there. And it's really tricky because it can hurt your heart and there can be lots of situations that can send a message to your brain to pick up those memories and say, well, I don't have it anymore, it's gone, it's over, and it makes me feel sad. But the trick in this situation to do is to remember the good times of that thing that made you happy before it made you sad. Whatever it ended, things in life don't last forever, so it's really important to look back at those times, the good times, and celebrate those memories that you did have. So in that relationship or that job that you had, or that moment, that summer at school that you had, or that moment in your childhood that was really good and then it ended and turned sad and it made you feel sad, or you look back on memories of your childhood of things that you didn't have. So before I go on to that, but think of the things that made you happy before it turned sad and celebrate those. Remember that they were good. They were good and you have those memories to call back on. Yes, they're not here anymore, but sometimes things don't last forever. And if it reflects back to a childhood or a time that was bad, and that feeling of badness makes you feel sad, which is different from the opposing feeling of being happy and then losing that to make you feel sad. If something was bad that made you feel sad, use that as the energy to say, well, I was really unlucky in that situation. That bad thing happened to me when I was a kid or in that relationship that I was in and I was treated badly. Use that as ammunition to never let that happen to you again. Use that as your power. Use that as your energy to say, do you know what? I'm not going to let myself feel like that again. That thing that happened isn't going to have control over me now. And you decide that you don't want that to make you sad anymore. So that trigger that made you sad, turn that trigger around to use it as your ammunition and your fuel to never feel sad again. So use those happy memories that ended as the celebration, and the bad times, use them as the fuel to not let it make you feel bad in all situations. I hope that helps. Peace.